I stopped trying to fix myself and I started training my consciousness like a muscle. And that changed absolutely everything. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. Most of what we're taught about the mind is built around control. Focus more, clear your thoughts, stay present, and bring your attention back. And all of that is incredibly beneficial. And don't get me wrong, these are invaluable practices in and of themselves. But for me, I knew that there was more. So I started experimenting with something entirely different. You might know me as the creator of the quantum consciousness cards, but for many years I've been studying consciousness as a whole. Hypnosis, world religion, philosophy, anything and everything to understand myself and my mind as much as I possibly could. And this is just one of the practices that I developed numerous years ago, and it's given me a great deal of self-control back into my life so I can live more consciously and in balance with what it is I'm here to do. That's the only way I've been able to achieve what it is that I've achieved in these last years. I couldn't hold focus the way I was told to. That was my biggest problem. My thoughts didn't move in straight lines. They jumped and shifted and connected things in ways that didn't always make sense until they suddenly did. It wasn't chaotic, but it wasn't linear either. And for a long time, I thought that meant something was wrong with me. So I tried to control it. I tried to quieten it. I tried to make my mind behave and force meditation. But the more I did that, the more resistance I felt, like trying to hold water in a fixed shape. At some point, I stopped. Not because I had a better strategy, but because I ran out of energy trying to force it. And in that space, something shifted. Instead of asking, how do I stop this? I asked a different question. What is this actually doing? And that question opened a completely different door. What if the mind isn't designed to be still? What if it's designed to move? And the problem isn't movement, it's that we've never been shown how to move with it. Not suppress it or control it, but guide it, shift it, and reposition it. Like learning how to navigate something instead of trying to shut it down. That's where this practice comes from. What I now call flow of consciousness. It's inspired by ancient practices like Yoga Nidra and my insight gained from training as a hypnotherapist. But instead of just resting in awareness, you actively work with it. You move attention through different layers: the body, the breath, sensation, thought, space, and perspective. Not randomly, but intentionally. You learn how to shift where your awareness sits, expand it, narrow it, detach it from one layer and move to another. It becomes something you're participating in, not just observing. Over time, this builds very real capacity. Not just insight, but actual skills that you can take out into the world and use in everyday life. The ability to move between perspectives without getting stuck, sit inside a thought without becoming it, shift out of emotional loops more quickly, hold awareness even when things feel intense. It's like increasing the range of motion of your consciousness. Most people are stuck in one position and don't realise they can move. When you're inside the practice, it feels fluid. There's an awareness, but it's not fixed in one place. Thoughts can be there, but they don't grip you the same way. You can move from your body to your breath to your thoughts to a wider sense of space, and there's a quiet sense of choice. Not controlling the experience, but not being controlled by it either. What you learn and develop doesn't stay in the practice, it shows up everywhere. When you're stressed, you can shift your position inside the experience. When you're triggered in real life, you don't get pulled in as deeply. In conversations, you can stay aware of yourself and the other person at exactly the same time. It creates space in moments that used to feel automatic, and that space is where different choices become available. This is especially powerful if you feel like your mind is just too busy or you're too emotionally reactive to situations, and later you realise that a little bit more calm reflection would have changed the whole experience. Traditional meditation hasn't worked for you, or you think multidimensionally in non-linear ways, or you even feel overwhelmed by your own thoughts at times. This isn't about forcing stillness. It's about working with the way your mind already moves and turning that into something that actually supports you. This doesn't make your mind perfect. It doesn't remove difficult thoughts. It doesn't stop emotions from happening. What it changes is your relationship to them. By having a formal practice where you train your consciousness in a controlled environment, you can basically protect yourself from any differentials that are going on, train the muscle in the mind, and when you're out and about, when you have less conscious awareness and you're very reactive to things, you've already learned those skills and those abilities needed to navigate them calmly and mindfully. So you train in a controlled environment at home following the practice, and then it really pays dividend when you're in the outside world. You don't feel trapped inside your own experience anymore, and that shift changes absolutely everything. I've put the full flow of consciousness practice up inside my Patreon, and I'm making it available totally free to anyone looking to work with their own consciousness in a new and expansive way. You'll also find something I call the 7 daily neurological reps, and these are short, repeatable ways to train your specific areas of consciousness throughout your day, and especially when you're short on time. I generally find that once a week for formal practice, and then randomly doing the neurological reps throughout the week just to strengthen the practice basically. So it's not just a practice what you do laying down, it becomes something that you actually live. Before we continue today's video, I just wanted to say how excited I am to finally be bringing my work into the world. For years, I've been exploring consciousness, creativity, healing, and what it really means to live with greater awareness. Alongside creating my artwork and developing the quantum consciousness cards, I've also created a collection of other tools, practices, and experiences designed to help you deepen your relationship with yourself and navigate your life like a pro. If you'd like to learn more about me and how I got here, you'll find my story on my website. If you're looking for free resources, guided experiences, and consciousness tools, be sure to check out my Patreon, where I've made a huge amount of content available for everyone. And if you'd like to become a bigger part of this journey and help support the creation of future art, cards, and projects, you'll find ways to do that all in the links below. Whatever brought you here, I genuinely appreciate you. Welcome aboard, and thanks for joining me on this ride. So I just want to reiterate, I don't have a perfect mind. I have a convoluted mind, which I'm sort of learning to manage, which is great. I just don't feel trapped in it anymore. And that changes how I experience absolutely everything. So maybe the question isn't how to fix your mind, but how to move with it. Leave that one with you. So anyway, thank you for being here. If this connected with you, then you're exactly the kind of person I'm building this for. And if you want to go deeper into this work, you can go ahead, like, share and subscribe. It genuinely helps this grow and helps it reach the people who need it. Or explore the resources I've shared over on Patreon. All the links for everything you need are down in the description below the video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.